Buenas, buenas. Estoy con mi morro. Ahorita, una parte bien importante que le digo a mi hijo que lo he escuchado yo ahorita es de surprise the muscle. Hay que sorprender el músculo, ¿verdad? Y tienes que ponerte a hacer ejercicio y que tu músculo se te hinche y se te ponga bien machín. Yo pienso que también a veces nos falta hacer sorprender a la mente. A la mente, porque la mente está a 100 por hora, a 100 por hora a veces. Y estás pensando puras chingaderas. Estás pensando porque, ay, el bill, los pagos, lo cual, bro, déjame te digo, nos quitan una energía que mejor ni hay que pensar en eso, ¿va? Pero tengo a mi hijo ahorita, 23 años, y creo que el tiempo se va tan rápido que ya hace 5 años que se graduó. ¿Va que sí?
Mm-hmm.
¿Y qué show? What happened?
Nothing.
Fuck.
A lot, but nothing on the outside.
Okay.
Not what they told me was gonna happen.
Shit. Okay.
No.
This is true story, okay. Nosotros estamos inventando, nadie nos está pagando. Ah, todavía.
People went with their story.
A ver, ¿qué pasó, hijo?
A lot of my friends still went with their story, and still following their story. It's working for them, I guess.
Right?
But I didn't. I dropped out of everything. I said no to their story. I finished and I said stop, and I followed my own story, God's story.
Okay. Because we're gonna be in the we think. I can say we because he's me and my son. I cannot be against my son. I guess, and I'm pretty sure my son cannot be against my belief. Otherwise, we wouldn't be believing what we're about to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? That it has nothing to do with certain people the way they believe. So, what have you believed on your own without actually me, or does it that has anything to do with me that you believe what you believe now? Or what has happened to you? Why do you believe how you believe right now? Because a lot of people out there, they're gonna say, he needs to quit. He needs to get a fucking job and stop
So
his nonsense. That's his bullshit. Because
But what do you want me to do? What job do you want me to have, or what? What am I shooting for at that job? What is it gonna take me? What am I gonna do? How is it gonna make me feel? How is it gonna make you feel? Is it just gonna? Okay, I get a job and I'm working all fucking day. They pay me what? Because I have no other experience, as they say. They're probably gonna pay me the most, $22 an hour, $23 an
the
hour,
highest.
minimum.
What places?
Bro, if they're still trying to pay you at $16 an hour, anywhere you go, the minimum they try to give you is $16 to $17 an hour. That doesn't work. Not here. Not no more. It's not worth it. I'd rather not get $16 to $17 an hour. And instead of all that, people think I'm doing nothing. But no, I'm learning a lot. I'm observing a lot. I'm reading a lot. I'm growing a lot. But not in the world. I'm growing within myself. So that way when I come out of the world, I'm like, okay, I don't need any of this. I don't need that. Because a lot of you guys are growing with the world and are unhappy with everything you have around you. You're still looking for something else. And you don't take the time to go and actually look for that something else that you're missing. And you never know what that something else is. And that something else has been you this entire time. I'd rather get that early than, like we just saw a taxi driver. I don't want to become. Imagine if I go to work at an office building. I don't want to become the office building. I don't want to become an office manager and be that whole thing. I don't want to become a banker. I'm not a banker. I don't want to become even a barber.
And this is
I don't want to
because
become a barber.
I think I get you the part because I don't know if you can see now through my eyes because I've been telling you this, but that's how they behave. That's why you wear the uniform. Well, how does a cop act in this or acting like that? Like, bro, it mirrors the people you mirror the people that you hang around with. That's how I figure. And because and that's what I'm saying. People can be a lot different, but that's how I figure. So when I was working in jobs and I was looking like I'm a machine operator.
Like I don't want to be a McDonald's employee.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't want to work at a. I don't want to become a. And there's nothing wrong with that. You go and do that, but that's not what I want to be. It's like if you're happy at working at a grocery store, and I said no, come and work over here. They pay you more. You don't want to do that. Oh, but you're wrong because you gotta come over here. They pay you a lot more money and you don't have better hours. But you don't want to do that. You want to work there. So all fairness, you go and do that. Same thing. I may not be a construction worker. I may not be a grocery store employee. I may not be whatever. I may not be a student for a corporation that I'm paying thousands and thousands of dollars to teach me maybe nothing and maybe have a job at the end of it. Instead, I'm for sure this is solidified because this is where I'm solidifying within me. I'm for sure an artist. I'm for sure a student. I'm for sure a follower of Jesus Christ. And that was a big one because a lot of the people who went to those corporations or are just doing their day-to-day thing and are what they are, sometimes they never even fall into that. Being a follower of Jesus Christ, understanding the word of Jesus Christ. Philosopher. I'm observing. I'm growing. I'm connecting. Somebody who learns how to communicate with others, how to gain perspective from others. A student, truly a student of the world, of God, of people. And people don't know people anymore. That's why everyone hides away from each other. And then they hide away from themselves.
Something I was struggling at 43 years old. I was telling my son all this time, like 7 years ago, since I went through the valley, to the wake up, to realizing that God is here, something that woke me up, looking at what I want in my life, what am I against up again. And bro, I think we all were attacked at some point with you were struggling with your wife, you were struggling with your kids, you were struggling with the job, you were struggling with he say, she said, we say, who says. And
I could still be struggling with a job and with all my bills being paid every single month, but still be living in fear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they wanted you to do: live in fear and then come back to normal society, but still have that fear in your heart, in your spirit. We broke free of that fear because we have God on our side. I'm not falling into that trap of fear. I have to go and work or else I'm not gonna be able to pay this, or I have to go and do this or else.
And don't get me wrong, because I told my son, I have lived in this country for 20, 30 years now. And I meant people classify people because of money wise. If you don't have money, you're not smart, they say. So I tell my son, people think because I'm Mexican, short, beautiful, funny. I don't think. And I think a lot of us, we actually do think. And we're like struggling with our thinking because our way of thinking is very different than the way everybody's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is thinking the same bullshit.
I'm only 23. Like, I can't be a millionaire yet in our reality. Maybe if I do some video and boom, it switches.
Bro, for real, look at what he's saying right now.
But
okay,
the foundation there. If I know, I'm looking at 23-year-olds around me, bro, and some of them,
lost.
if you were to give them $1 million, they'd probably end up hurting themselves, hurting other people. It's not gonna be a good thing. And I'm not saying that I would be really good with $1 million. I wouldn't know what to do with $1 million, to be quite honest with you.
You were not educated.
But I'll have them, and whenever I need to use any of that, it's like, I don't know. Like, even that, if God were to give me a lot of money, maybe that's my fault for not asking Him all the time for a specific amount of how much money. Well, how wealthy do you want me to be? You asked me for wealth, but how wealthy do you want to be? Do you want to be with the richest? Are you ready for that? Or do you just want... Right now, I'm just asking Him, just keep giving us whatever you need to give us. I'm asking for wealth just so we can breathe and just be chilling all the time, be doing whatever we gotta do. Have that comfort of not having to, the way they want you to do, having to chase that cheese all the time on that wheel. And He's been listening. He's been giving us whatever we need. He's been providing for us. And I know He's going to keep providing for us because that's what God does. He wants to take care of us.
And that's a struggle because I tell my son, like, you know what we should be talking to me, who is like, a lot of people see us differently nowadays because I don't know how people not expecting anybody to change at a certain point. Especially if you're going through your own crisis of what do I want? Like, keep following what people want me to do, and the thing is, mijo, now that you know this, we're still here in life,
Mm-hmm. Like, bro, I could have fallen into the trap of the world and just been doing whatever it came, and I just keep doing that,
Like when they told you couldn't be a model.
I could have been a model, and then they could have got in my cheeks, bro.
This is P. Diddy. Is that John or John? Ah.
And what if I end up fucking liking it and I just start going crazy and rogue, bro?
Imagine you coming over to your mom's household, like, so mom,
in my whole demon outfit, like
my
crazy.
whole demon outfit, and then she's gonna accept it because why? He's a millionaire. My son is a gay. I'm sorry the word,
And
but
if you tell me
millionaire.
something, I'm gonna get offended and get mad. And
You know what? You don't love me. I did this for you, mom.
like, no, it's like God gives you that conscience. God has. If I hadn't gone this route, God wouldn't have been giving me the wisdom and the patience that He has been giving me and my dad. And luckily, the people that come around us, who come and see us, they see it, and some people can take it and they do better, or for some people they just can't get it.
And
they
I'm
need
not,
to
and
go.
we're not saying that we're perfect. Like we still struggle. I still struggle day to day basis. I think I tell my son, I don't know who struggles more, me, who you or me, because I have demons that I still gotta come down. Like bro. That's why I told my son, I'm glad that you're 23. You haven't experienced pain. All these people that talk about pain in the United States, bro. You have a roof. You have food. You have Twinkies.
You have Taco Bells down the street everywhere, McDonald's in every corner.
Homeless are happy here. There's
don't
1,000 of them in LA.
Yeah.
And sometimes you will criticize the homeless, but they're the ones saying like, bro, you're worrying too much. There's no convenience. You're gonna, and I see it at day by day basis. I tell my son like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna open a business. I'm gonna be a contractor. I'm gonna get my license and I'm gonna do this right because they can't do it right. Trust me, bro. They all said the same thing. They all said I'm gonna make a business and I'm gonna become a millionaire, and they get lost and trapped in the businesses. Out of 10 of my friends that think they can get a business, one of them succeeds, which is I'm glad. But the rest of them struggle. Why? Because they don't have the right foundation.
Maybe they succeed for now, but again, that foundation. What's
the foundation. They're not. I didn't succeed because I didn't have the right foundation. I was lost too. You know. So now that I have found myself, trying to find myself, I'm like, I want to build a foundation, but I gotta start with me first. That's how I think.
Have me secure first in every aspect, and then go and dibble dabble in everything that the world is trying to sell me on, and I'll actually know what I want to buy, rather than oh, this is convenient. Oh, this makes me feel nice. Oh, this makes me feel more secure.
Yeah.
Imagine they take that away from you. They take away your job from you. They take away your car from you. They take away your house from you. They take away everything from you.
And
Are
pretty
you gonna
much
be okay with you?
And I think that's pretty much what's happening right now, because if we don't pay the dues on the car,
they make you feel terrible.
You're gonna go to jail.
Yeah, bro.
It's so scary. I seen the Hunger Games. I seen movies. We seen a lot of movies nowadays, and we see all the devil coming out. Like, bro, you think that's FBI files that they make them into movies, and we're just joking around thinking that didn't happen to us. Enemy of the state doesn't exist, bro. Let me tell you. They can hear us right now. They can promote us. They have a lot of power. Let's be honest. I told my son, it's impossible not to create we are the aliens. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Look. You guys, look at me. I'm from the future. I'm from the past. I'm from the past right now, talking to you. Crazy. You know, probably when you're watching this video, I'm old. Like really fucking old. You know? And thinking that's a right Super Saiyan right there. Fine ass.
Shit like that.
Like I like that too. You know, he actually exists. You know what I mean? Your child, your kid in the future. Because I seen a lot of videos right now. Like, look, son, that's the past. The real past at some point. Regardless if it's a movie, somebody was actually there doing the movie.
It makes you feel so artificialized, and you look out like this isn't the real world anymore. I don't know. I'm connecting the dots, and it kind of does feel like that. Because you look at the old videos, you're like, oh, we didn't have any of this at this time. We weren't. I don't know.
I told my son this too. Like, they're not gonna find out anything. What is it like to be hanging in a tree? What is it like to climb a tree? To feel the tree.
To have blisters on your fingers.
To have blisters on your fingers. What was it like to grab the sand, the earth, the rocks, the moisture, you know, the cold, the temperature, In many ways, we're losing humanity. You know, because of this, what we eat, what we think. There's AC everywhere in the high schools. The thing is, it's artificial air. Your kids have been breathing. Our kids have been breathing artificial air instead of
Sprayed in the
air.
morning all day long.
That's why they
When
come
the
like
heat
all
roars in
those
the
out
cold.
like that. Like, bro,
Under fluorescent lights all day and then straight into the harsh sun.
right in front of their heads. I'm against this school for real, guys. For real, for real. At this point, it's been 20, 30 years that I have in this life. In this life, because in the other one life, in the other one, there was none of this. You know, the struggle was different. But this, look the lights. We see movies too, like Mr. Robinson, is the niño with
Mr.
sleepy.
Robinson's? Yeah.
Hasta las así. And that's many kids. That's many kids because they don't have a nice house without that's been under stress. They can't take a nap, and if you take a nap at school because you're tired, they bully you. He's a stupid kid. He's not gonna listen.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He just comes over and sleeps. He doesn't. Teachers are not prepared for the emotional intelligence that people go through day by day basis.
Yeah, and then as a kid, you grow up thinking that that's okay, that you can't do this, you can't do that, because you get in trouble, and it stops you from being who you really want to be. And luckily, I didn't go that route. I'm trying to go away from stuff like that. Even still, where okay, I have to do this, but I don't want to do that, and it's okay if I don't want to do that, because I'm my own boss.
Okay, mijo, now let's heal this world. What's up? What are we doing differently? What do you think is gonna happen?
God first.
God first. How are we gonna start? You're President Trump. What we picture your world right now? Are you seeing how Donald Trump has been cleaning up stuff, or he thinks?
Like, if you're gonna say that we have to believe something in your institutions at school, right? You guys are saying that the LGBTQ community has to be in school, to have drag queens at school, tampons in the boys' restroom, stuff like that. They have to have that. Like, that's crazy, right? Already. And I'm saying that religion is superior or under that, but what does starting off school with a good prayer in the morning? Even teaching the kids to pray. God, we thank you for our school, we thank you for the teacher, we thank you for all of our friends, all the books that we have to read, all the knowledge that we're going to gain. God, we ask you to keep making us. You know, what's wrong with that? I don't think starting, again, God first.
And if you want to build a good country,
with the children, with the kids, they want God first.
Good education.
You know, boom. Have them believing in God, growing with God, having their faith in God.
This is our house.
But that's also dangerous too, though, because that's when well, what is God? They start teaching them whatever they want to think. So we gotta, I don't know. But prayer, at least prayer in the mornings. Thank you, God. That's it. We don't have to teach them a religion, about Bible, all that. We don't have to. But having faith. That's the only thing. Faith and having love for each other. That's the answer for everything. That's the thing that the devil can't handle. That's why he gets so mad when everybody starts believing in Jesus and in God.
And you know what, guys? I also believe that here we are talking about this God that we don't even know yet. But for what I have known, man, it's very powerful. It's very powerful. You can't. I seen it. I seen it happen. That's why we're all here right now, just for the fact that he's that much powerful. Everything is gonna end, but he's still gonna be there. You know what I mean? So, if there is something to believe in, and you think, hey, you know what? It makes sense. Like the diet, when you wanna lose weight, what you gotta change.
Mm-hmm.
You have to change in order for you. So how we're gonna help the world? Just change. Just stop for a little bit. Relax. Don't go nightclubbing tonight.
Sorry, you're not gonna have your own fun.
Yeah, don't go nightclubbing tonight. Stop being a little
for your own pleasure.
rat.
For your own pleasure.
Stop gossiping for a little. And bro, I know it's hard. I know it's hard because we have this mentality that I know I'm not perfect. I'm struggling still with like, what's up, man? You know, gotta wake up and smell the coffee. Little by little, stay away, think less. But I told my son, look, 7 years I was lost in the world, thinking, making myself better, struggling with that, miss. You know, acá, if you don't stop it, you can't be you. You can't be you. You're always somebody else. When you're in alcohol, you're not you.
You can be consistent in so many other things, but not just to have your own faith in yourself.
Yeah,
like, to look forward to something.
Be you, be clean for a little bit. Try it. You know,
end the year strong. We got a couple more days in the year. Well, we're on the 6th. We got 25 days left of the year until 2025.
And if you fall,
25 days till 2025.
And if you fall again, hey, no pasa nada. God is not gonna be. You're already. Oh, you fucked up again, mijo. You're terrible, no, bro. We're gonna be falling.
You say I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and getting up.
Do better, and you do better.
I'm gonna drink less, God. Okay. I'm gonna watch less porn. Okay, God. I'm gonna bro. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Easy does it. Easy does it. Tranquila la cosa. Otherwise, you're judging yourself and you're letting other people judge you. When other people are doing the same thing as you, struggling. Let's help the struggle.
Help each other.
Help each other. Like, bro. Estás mirando que me gusta la chingadera. You know I like it, and you're over here showing it to me.
It's just that there's always corruption everywhere. In the 90% of the good, there's going to be 10% corruption. And in the 90% of the bad, there's going to be 10% righteousness.
And remember that one movie too, Batman and the Riddler. What did the Riddler wanted to do with Batman, with the people? Program. It was the TV. They were gonna program something in their head that everybody was gonna be watching the TV, and he was gonna from here. Everybody was gonna listen to him. Brainwash, waves.
Don't listen to the wisdom of the earth. Listen to the wisdom of God.
We knew that the news were fakes. Now we know. For sure that it was by the lead. Now we know. Open up. That's it. We knew, or we believe, that the school system is kind of weird. Like, bro, come on now. Transvestites in the school,
anything in the school,
bro.
The school system only helps the government to gain more money, right?
The industrial.
And everyone graduates, but only a very few become. So the success rate isn't really that well. It's showing that it doesn't work all that great, that there's going to be some changes that need to be done. And I don't know, maybe we'll see some changes, and we see changes that we don't like, changes that aren't working for us. We need to have the courage, the patience, the wisdom to speak it out.
And say,
go straight to the main source.
I believe this is not going to help us. What do you mean? What do you mean, guys? I'm making $20 an hour.
Because remember, it's not government and us. It's
us and the government.
It's not meant for the people to fear the government. The government is supposed to fear their people. Because without the people, their government is nothing. We say no, and there goes everything. But we need to have courage to say.
And I know
that we are gonna starve. We're gonna famine for a little bit. We're going to go through a little bit of a rough phase. But that's when Jesus starts coming in. You know, that's when Jesus starts coming into everybody. I mean, in our own story, God started taking things away, and boom, we found Jesus. And I'm not saying that we're going through the same thing over there. They're going through far, far much worse. Over there in Palestine, the people who got attacked, 1,000 men who were Muslim had dreams of Jesus. Even a little thing like that, Jesus arrives in those harsh times when you look up to something bigger than yourself. When you look up to your faith, when you put your faith in something bigger than you, right? And I think sometimes that's what we gotta do. Suffer even more than what Jesus had suffered for us, right? And if you don't know about that, go and read, go and listen, go and watch.
And I'm still letting go, because like I said, we hear that word a lot. Let go. You gotta let go of the past, the present. Let go. You gotta let go. You can't go back, because if you go back, damn, you get that feeling back again, bro.
This is really what I believe. This is what I believe. They're trying to make you
And
believe
you've been
this.
going through it, and every time that you go through it, you know that it hurts. So you gotta understand your feeling and say, okay, it's enough. Why are you feeling that? Why you wanna go back to feel the same way you were feeling
For
when
the
you
comfort
think?
of knowing that feeling.
Because I know the feeling, and sometimes I even look for the feeling to feel the sadness, to feel not rejected, to feel like, oh my God, everybody's against. I know, and at certain point, if you're different, of course everybody's gonna be against you, you know, and that's why we're in the society. Like I told my son, it's not like, of course you're gonna be different, but how different do you want everybody to be? You want everybody to be like you. Now you're asking.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Hellboy, right?
Yeah.
When they come to the underworld.
I don't remember the movie that well.
Okay, but you see movies when they come to underworld, and everybody's type of aliens. Some of them have big heads. Some others are octopuses.
Yeah.
Or like monsters.
The underworld. Yeah.
Or like Monsters Corporation. Like they're monsters, but
Yeah.
they're all different monsters. They're all different, but you gotta get along. We gotta get along. Without, no, you know what? I'm a lizard. You gotta be a lizard with me. Like, bro, there's the lizard over there. You go hang with the lizard. Don't be asking me, because we're all different, you know. It's gonna help you a lot. For me, it's helping me a lot. I gotta find my own people. Otherwise, I'm crazy. You're stupid. You're
And what people are your people?
exactly.
You gotta find that yourself.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to find that yourself. People are gonna stop you from finding your people because they want you to be their people, but they don't even know what people they want. Figure out what people you want to be and be with,
and be happy with your people. If you're whatever you are,
and understand what you really want, not what they tell you. What do you want in your people? I thought this person was part of my people, but they don't align with all these other things that I want for myself and for the people around me. So maybe you have some cool things. I'm not gonna treat you any differently, but I don't wanna. I'd rather not. I'd rather.
I'll put it like this, guys. Look, if you're a soccer fan, let's go with the Mexican one. Chivas and America. And there's all these guys go for Chivas. And you're in America. If you come over here, you gotta be able to suck it up, because these guys, they're gonna go at you. I mean, stay away. You know, like, look at this fool, fucking all weird and shit. Like, bro, literally that's gonna happen. And if you don't wanna feel like that, you go hang out with your team.
Yeah, with your own team.
You know? Whatever they are.
But don't get mad that they don't like your
team. But don't get mad. Like, they're not rejecting you. You already knew that they don't like you, because you don't like them neither. You know?
Yeah.
So, me personally, I know, like, te vas a quedar solo, David. Like, apparently, if you're gonna be, I don't like you, first of all. Le vas a la América.
Yeah.
You know? So, I'm cool. But I'm not gonna go with your team. It doesn't I can't. It doesn't match my energy. As simple as that. And be with your team, be happy. The Tinkerbells, the engineers, you know, like, chill. You can be a worker, but don't be hating when somebody's working, you know? It's just that now that the world has created so many other things, like, bro, you're making my life impossible now. What do you mean insurance?
Every month.
Every month. What do you mean?
Just so I can drive?
License plates. What do you mean smoke check again? What do you mean? Another invention of society to get more money.
Yeah.
And we gotta open our eyes, bro. We don't need that stuff. That's where I'm at. We humans need to start being humans and say, you know what, stop. This doesn't belong here.
Yeah. We're now at the turning point where you can actually say what you want to see in your life, what you want to see around you. And it takes courage. You gotta suck it up and say, I'm gonna say it out loud. This is what I want.
And that's why Donald Trump is coming in with the sword, which is the lengua, coming in saying, no, I'm sorry, I heard your feelings, but you've been hurting a lot of other people's feelings too. You know? And we gotta stop hurting people's feelings by just because you wanna feel that way. Which, at the end of the day, you don't even know what you're feeling.
You're still not happy.
And I get you. You know why? Because That's how I was. At some point, I told my son, I can't speak, son, because I'm mad and I'm angry. I'm not myself. And I don't want to be that person that is mad at people, blaming for whatever they did to me, whatever, you know? So we need to chill and think, whose fault is it? Or what, you know what I mean? Because I can blame the government, I can blame your mom, I can blame everybody. But at the end of the day, you turn the cheek and walk away. You know what I mean? Because bro, you're not part of the team. You're not part of that team.
You can't be mad for not being part of the
Yeah,
team.
you can't hate them for not liking you. It's okay. Nothing happens, bro.
They're not your people.
They're not your people. Go on and find your builders, your thinkers, your wisers, or
if you really want to be their people, then you gotta start being like their people. And are you sure you're willing to be their people?
Yeah, and become that way. You don't get hurt. That's just enjoy the ride.
Yep. Because these people might be willing to do some bad things. Are you willing to do those bad things too?
Yeah. So that's what we're talking today. Random exercise of coming into the brain. What do you think? What's gonna happen? Zombie apocalypse. I don't know. Therefore, gracias, guys.
Zombie